part 4. So we will be merging two sorted lists. So this is a fairly important question from the point of view of interview. So basically, okay, the twist is that we need to merge two linked lists which are sorted, right? So let us say this is an example 124 and 134. What we want is 1 1 2 3 and 4 4, right? So what we can do is, let us say is language is C++, yes, and let us, okay, so this is lead for premium, okay, no worries. Okay, so what we can do is, so are we allowed to create new nodes? So we need to splice together the nodes of the first two lists only. Okay, so no problem. What we can do is, let us say this is a linked list that we need to make. So let us say this is the linked list ND, right? So what we will do is, so we have these two linked lists L1 and L2. So initially, if ND, sorry, if L1's value is less than L2's value, so okay, so they are data or value. Okay, so they are having the values. So yeah, if this is the case, then let me point ND to L1 and L1 should be equal to the next, right? So let me check if L1 is equal to null, then there is no need to compute. You can just simply return L2. And also in the case if L2 is equal to null, then you can return L1, right? So yeah, if this is not the case, that means if the value at the L1 is not less than the value at the L2, that means ND is equal to L2 and L2 is equal to L2 next. And similarly, ND is equal to ND next. So this remains a common step to both. So instead of writing it individually, we can do this, right? So what we can now do is, while L1 is not equal to null, so while L1 and L2, so if anyone is null, then this will hold false. So what we can do is, if L1's value, so I think this is the same story that we need to make again. Just we need to change this to this, because we first initialized it and then we, so let us say after this step, um, L1 L2 got null, right? So what we can do this now is, and is next will, so if L1 L2 is null, that means this is the case, right? Now if L2, if suppose L2 is null, L1 is null, then what we need to do is, with the thing which we are doing with L1, we are doing it with L2, right? And next, let us say we are creating two variables and we can return TP. Let us try to run this code. Okay, so they are giving me time limit exceeded. This is why, because we are somewhere going into an infinite loop. So L1's value is less than L2's value. If this is the case, then the value of ND's max is equal to L1. I think there is no such issue. Let us try to write this lines. Okay, again it is showing TLE. So let us try to, so this is simple. This is also simple and trivial. I think this line is not needed. Why? Because initialized with, so we do not need to have, because sometimes it may happen that it is going to null pointer, maybe something. So yeah, yeah. Why? Because we just initialized our node, right? So it might happen that we are reaching at the next pointer of that particular node. And let's say L1 is just one node, and so its next will be pointing to null, right? So over here it might happen that it is pointing to null. So this is not needed. This was a wrong step. So let us try to submit it and see if there are any possible errors in our solution. No, there is no possible error in our solution, and this passed out pretty quickly. So the logic was simple. The logic was very simple. Like only we will only push those node whose value is less. So let's say we have L1's value is 2 and L2's value is 3. Then I know in the chaining L1's value will come first, then L2. So what I did was I made the next of my answer as node L1 because its value is 2, which is less than 3, and I made my L1 to be next. So let's say in the next step L1 is again 2, and in the next step again L1's node will come first, and this will chain to next. Let's say L1's next value is 5. Then why we know 3 is less than 5, so this will operate. Why? Because 3 will be the next in node, and then we will propagate L2 to its next. Then let's say ahead of 3 in L2 is 4. Then obviously it will come again over here because 4 is less than 5, and that node will be pushed. And let's say if L2's next value is 5. And since 5 is not less than 5, it will again come over here. So in the case when there are both are equal, the solution, you can push any of them. There is no problem over here. So our solution is same. I think our solution is better. Why? Because its complexity is um, order of maximum of n comma n. Why? Because let's say we are coming over here. So let's say the length of the first one is m, and the length of second one is n, such that m is less than n. So this will go up to m, right? And secondly, let's say L1 is length is m, so this will be null, so this won't operate. But this would operate only till the length n. Why? Because the length is n. So our solutions, let's say the time and the space complexity is, if we talk about the space complexity, then space complexity order of max of m comma n, right? And time complexity is, oh, I'm sorry, space complexity is constant, and this is the time complexity which we are getting this much. Yeah, thank you.